Hey Carey, what's up? I'm out shopping for gifts.
Shopping for gifts?
Yeah, gotta get those gifts.
Oh, what's the occasion?
It's Christmas, Carey. It's Christmas.
Oh, I let Santa take care of all that.
Wait. What? Hold on. Let me get Amy in on this call. Hey, Amy.
Hey Josh, did you want Carey? Is Carey not picking up his phone?
No? Carey's on the call.
Hey, sweetie.
What's going on?
Carey has Santa do the shopping?
Oh man, I was worried this day would come. You see, nobody's ever told him.
Told him to do the Christmas shopping?
No, Josh, Carey still believes.
Amy? What's happening?
Oh no, I forgot he's on the call.
Santa's real, right, guys?
Honey, maybe we should get off the phone and have a talk.
This can't be true!
What is happening?
Why?
We better go. Hang up the phone.
Good luck with that. And we're back with another episode of an hour feature presentation where we don't just love movies from the 80s and 90s,
we live them.
I'm Josh Sanchez, excited for Terminator vs. Santa Claus.
I'm Carey Williams. Santa takes care of all my shopping.
Okay, a workaholic father finds himself pitted against an unhinged mailman, naughty Santas, and an amorous divorced neighbor in a quest to find the hottest toy of the season as the ultimate gift to his son for Christmas. This next movie is
Jingle All The Way. Released November 16th, 1996, with a budget of $60 million, it went on to earn $12 million its opening weekend and grossed $129.8 million.
Not too bad, not too
Not
bad.
too
The film
shabby.
draws inspiration from a high demand for Christmas toys such as Cabbage Patch Kids, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in the late 1980s and early 90s, which often led to intense searching and occasional violence amongst shoppers. Randy Kornfield wrote the film's original screenplay after witnessing his in-laws go to a Santa Monica toy store at dawn in order to get his son a Power Ranger. While admitting to miss the clamor for the Cabbage Patch Kids and Power Rangers, producer Chris Columbus experienced a similar situation in 1995 when he attempted to attain a Buzz Lightyear action figure from Toy Story. As a result, he rewrote Kornfield's script, which was accepted by 20th Century Fox. Sinbad improvised the majority of his lines. Arnold Schwarzenegger also improvised many of his responses in the conversations with him. The world premiere was held on November 16, 1996, at the Mall of America in Bloomington, where parts of the film were shot. A day of events was held to celebrate the film's release, and Arnold Schwarzenegger donated memorabilia from the film to the mall's Planet Hollywood.
Producer Chris Columbus wanted Joe Pesci to play Myron, but he was deemed too short at 5'3", next to Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is 6'2". Schwarzenegger had previously appeared in 2 films alongside Danny DeVito, who is even shorter.
Daniel Stern was briefly considered for the role of Myron, but he felt he was too similar to the most famous role of Merv Marchant in Home Alone and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, and he decided to decline.
The toy that Myron references in the diner that he did not get as a child and later said to be the most popular boys' toy aside from Turbo Man is in fact a real toy. It is in real life called the Johnny 7 OMA gun. OMA meaning one-man army, as it has performed 7 different functions.
That's so crazy. The Johnny 7 OMA gun was produced by Deluxe Reading under the Topper Toys toy line and released in 1964, where it became the best-selling boys' toy of that year. The toy was marketed heavily on television, and the commercial went exactly as how Myron described it. The toy is no longer made and has become a collector's item.
The fake scene from a Turbo Man TV show that opens the movie was filmed at the Vasquez Rocks, a popular filming location in Agua Dulce, California. The site was also used as the location of the command center in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which the Turbo Man show is a parody of.
That's really interesting. The film took place in Minnesota for 5 weeks, from April 15, 1996. At the time, it was the largest film production to ever take place in the state. According to director Brian Levant and on Gilbert Gottfried's Amazing Colossal podcast, Phil Hartman was originally considered for Myron, but the reading felt off. But when he read for Ted, Levant said Hartman was pitch perfect for that role. Levant said that during the production of the film, Hartman drove onto the studio in a Ferrari, drove up alongside Levant, rolled the window down, comically ad-libbing, "Do you know where the crew parking is?"
Towards the beginning, when Howard is in his office taking phone calls while talking with his wife, he signs a contract. Arnold Schwarzenegger signed his own name during this scene.
Turbo Man's red suit was modeled after DC comic superhero The Flash. It's crazy. Arnold Schwarzenegger's agent suggested Sinbad, but the producers felt he was unsuited for the role of a villain, as it could harm his clean, family-oriented comedy act and reputation. Although Sinbad felt the character would generate the audience's sympathy rather than hatred. Furthermore, he missed the audition due to his appearance with Hillary Clinton and Sheryl Crow on the USO tour of Bosnia and Herzegovina. But Chris Columbus waited for him to return to allow him to audition, and although Sinbad felt he messed it up, he was given the part. It's insane.
According to director Brian Levant on Gilbert Gottfried's amazing Colossal podcast, he cited this movie as putting him in director jail when it was first released. As time subsequently passed, he was pleasantly surprised to see the film's shelf life improved with time. Over the years, Levant had been asked to autograph various VHS copies and homemade mementos of the film. He was subsequently returned to director's jail in 2012 when he helmed the direct-to-video sequel to A Christmas Story.
Yep. As Arnold Schwarzenegger only signed on for the film in February, and the film was shot so quickly, only 6.5 months were available for merchandising instead of the ideal length of time of a year. As such, merchandising was limited to a 13.5-inch, $25 Talking Turboman action figure replica and the West Coast exclusive Turboman Time Racer vehicle, with no tie-in promotions could be acquired. Despite this, several critics wrote that the film was only being made in order to sell the toy. Chris Columbus dismissed this notion, stating that with only roughly 200,000 Turboman toys being made, the merchandising was far less than the year's other releases, such as Space Jam and 101 Dalmatians.
Tim Allen was considered for the role of Howard Langston. Robin Williams, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, and Steve Martin were also considered for Howard. Tim Allen was also considered for the role of Myron before Sinbad was cast.
How crazy
That
would
would
have
have
been.
been so weird.
How crazy would have been. Oh, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger knocks a reindeer out by punching it in the face. In Conan the Barbarian in 1982, he punches a camel in the face for real.
So insane.
A puppet was used for the close-up shots of the reindeer groaning when Howard punches it in the face, and again for the close-up of the shot of the reindeer burping when Howard gives it beer.
How fun would that be to be that puppeteer?
Oh,
Like, I'm the reindeer that Arnold punches in the face.
Gosh, yes. When Howard dressed up as Turboman and gives Jamie the limited edition Turboman doll at the parade, Jamie asks him how he knows his name, and Howard replies by saying, "You see, Jamie, I'm your father." This is a nod to Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back in 1980, in which Darth Vader reveals to Luke Skywalker that he is Anakin by saying, "No, I am your father." Jake Lloyd, who played Jamie, would eventually play a young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. It's so
What
crazy.
a wild coincidence.
So crazy. It's so crazy. And now let's talk about the cast.
We got to start off with the big guy, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's Howard Langston, and he's been in Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, The Terminator, Red Sonja, Commando, Raw Deal, Predator, The Running Man, Twins,
Total Recall,
Kindergarten Cop, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Last Action Hero, True Lies, Junior, Racer, Batman and Robin, and End of Days.
That's just the 80s,
That's just the 80s and 90s.
And then, of course, we have Sinbad, who plays Myron Larrabee in Necessary Roughness. I love that movie. Conads, I love that movie. Meteor Man, love that movie. House Guest, love that. First Kid, Good Burger, all great movies. And, of course, next we have Phil Hartman, who plays Ted. He was in Cheech and Chong's next movie, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Ruthless People, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Three Amigos, Blind Date, The Brave Little Toaster, great movie. Spaceballs, a great movie. Fletch Lives, a great movie. Kiki's Delivery Service, Quick Change. Probably shouldn't have seen that. Loaded Weapon 1, CB4, Coneheads. So I Married an Axe Murderer, Greedy, The Page Master, House Guest, Sergeant Bilko, and Small Soldiers. And next, of course, we have
Rita Wilson as Liz Langston. She's in Cheech and Chong's next movie, Volunteers, Sleepless in Seattle, Mixed Nuts, Now and Then, and That Thing You Do.
And then, of course, we have Robert Conrad, who plays Officer Hummel. He's in Moving Violations, Just Shoot Me TV show, of course. Great
We
show.
have Martin Mull. He's the DJ. He's in Mr. Mom, Clue, Ski Patrol, and Mrs. Doubtfire.
And of course, we have Jake Lloyd, who plays Jamie Langston, pictured here in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. And then we have Harvey Korman, who plays the president at the beginning of the thing.
He's in Blazing Saddles, High Anxiety, Munchies, the Flintstone movie, Dracula Dead and Loving It, and The Secret of Nim 2.
And then we have Lorraine Newman, who plays the First Lady, and the first opening sequence is Follow That Bird, Problem Child 2, Coneheads, Flintstones the movie. And then we have...
Daniel Riordan, who's Turbo Man. He's in My Blue Heaven and Ed Wood.
And then we have Richard Mole, who plays the Dementor. He's right there, Dementor. He's a caveman, the Sword and the Sorcerer, House, Night Court TV show, Sidekicks, Loaded Weapon 1, Flintstones movie, and Mighty Max TV show. And of course, we have a ton of cameos in here.
We have Jim Belushi as the Mall Santa.
My God. So many things.
He's in a ton of stuff. He's in Trading Places, The Man with One Red Shoe, Jumping Jack Flash, Little Shop of Horrors, The Principal, Real Men, Red Heat, Who's Harry Crumb, K-9, Taking Care of Business, Mr. Destiny, Only the Lonely, Curly Sue, Once Upon a Crime, Last Action Hero, and Canadian Bacon.
And this one is Chris Parnell here. We're just going to go real quick. Chris Parnell shown here. And then we, of course, we have the big show hallway. We have Vern Troyer.
Vern Troyer's
He's
the little Santa.
guy. And of course, we have Yeardley Smith, who's in right here pictured. She's in The Legend of Billie Jean, Simpsons, City Slickers, Toys, As Good as It Gets. She has a very distinctive voice. And then we have Danny Woodburn right here. So many TV shows, and he's in Seinfeld.
Accused of heightening.
And then, of course, we have the two anchors in the parade, of course, Amy Pete, so many TV shows. And we have Phil Morris. Oh, my gosh. So many TV shows, but plays Jackie Childs, the lawyer in Seinfeld. You put the bomb on? Who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on. Why'd you put the bomb on? It was lewd, lascivious, salacious, and outrageous. Oh, it's fantastic. So many great people in this movie. Now let's talk about the press kit.
Press kit. Got a nice cover on this one. A lot of them are just kind of generic with just the logo on it. I like when they have the actual artwork on it. It's nice.
I just love it.
It's a 20th Century Fox movie, and
it's fantastic.
Go ahead and show off the documents first, and then we'll get to the pictures. It's got a nice booklet in this one. Got the simple logo on the front of it, and it's got the cast listed. We have the crew members as well. It goes through and lists everybody that's worked on the movie. It's got the soundtrack featured, which is, a lot of times they don't feature the soundtracks in that one, so that's nice to have that one in here. It's got quite an extensive soundtrack, too, and then it's got a little synopsis about the movie, about the production.
Very nice.
About the cast.
It's really cool to see that, this is the third one in a row that came with a booklet.
Yeah, that's what's so funny is all the previous ones are like, just staple some papers together.
And send it out.
Send it out, ship it, we're good.
Booklet.
This one, it's all the featured
really,
people.
really cool.
It's got Jim Belushi and Jake Lloyd, about the filmmakers and Chris Columbus. It's a nice little booklet describing the cast and the production. And I always I know it seems like a silly little touch, but I always like when they have an insert that holds the photos.
Yeah.
This one's got a little paper bag with the logo and embossed on the front of it.
You like paper bags, don't you?
I like paper bags. Use them to hide things. We have a action shot of Arnold running through the mall.
Oh, man.
We have one with the little Santa on his back, and then one with him and Myron trying to shove their way through a doorway together.
Little buddy.
Little buddy. We got one with his son, and then one where he's talking to Ted and his wife in the living room. I think that's post after setting his house on fire in that one.
Yep.
We have behind the scene one with Arnold and the crew members. This one's got Rita Wilson and Phil Hartman. There's some action shots of Arnold in the ball pit, and then Arnold right before he gets to fight all the Santas.
All the Santas. It's when they're singing.
Oh, my goodness. This is Ted showing Arnold the reindeer, and then the police officer with his injured hands after the bomb explosion.
What are we going to call the reindeer? We're going to call him Ted.
This is when the toy store employees are laughing at Arnold, and then we have Myron and Arnold out in the
street
parade
before
area.
Yep.
And then we have Sinbad and Arnold and Sinbad in this one wrestling in the diner. I love how it says for promotional use only and not for sale. We'll go ahead and say this was just given to me as a gift for Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, some of the scenes that stuck out. Oh my gosh, it's just
the mocked Power Rangers intro.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. And of course, when he's in his office and he's used to talking the customer service, and he says, "Ugh,
remember, you're my number one customer." Even says it to his wife by accident.
Oh man, and he misses his son's karate class test for the purple belt, and it's like, oh man. But like what was funny to me is when he gets home and his son's laying in bed and he's trying to like talk to him like, oh man, this is so cool, whatever, and Arnold does like this like punch kick thing.
Oh my goodness.
But the look on Jamie's face, he's like
unimpressed.
He's like,
the eye roll the child does, like, God, this guy.
It's so funny. Oh man, and then of course the creepy neighbor.
Oh, Ted, yeah. And you wouldn't think that Ted would want to be. You think he'd go for a lower hanging fruit than somebody that's married to a guy the size of Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't think he'd want the repercussions of setting him off. Ted's maybe he likes the challenge. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna make this happen and not get beat up by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep. And then of course Howard meets Myron, but when he's in the bedroom and he's trying to make it up to his son, he says, "What do you want? Is there anything?" And he says, "I want the Turbo Man, blah 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 blah." And he's like, "Okay, I guess I'm getting you a Turbo Man." Of course, the wife says, "You did get that. You got that like what?
Something she's already asked him to do that
like
he's
2 weeks
supposed to
ago
have done.
or 2 months ago." And he's like, "Oh, I forgot to do this." And they're waiting outside the store, and it's like, I worked in retail for like 5 or 6 years, and it is bananas. It is bananas. I
Especially
remember
at your place that's a high gift area.
I remember I worked at an electronics store, so not a small one, but a big box store, and I remember showing up at like, I don't know, we would open super early, and I could probably say it was like maybe 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's people camped outside, and literally the line is wrapping around the building, and I'm like, why are you people here? Like, this is nuts. And then when the doors open, the literal stampede of people coming in. Like, I did not believe it the first year because I think
it's like a parody or joke.
The first year I was behind the scenes. I was like behind not a counter, but behind something, like, because I did computer repair, and so like I didn't believe like the whole like how many people were coming in.
How wild it would get.
And so the second year I did it, I was like, I need to see this, and I stood on a counter and I filmed it as they came in, and I was like, this is insanity.
I actually worked in the toy department of Kmart.
Oh, man.
For both Tickle Me Elmo and Buzz Lightyear.
So and you know.
Boy, is it obnoxious.
You're like, you're a Chris Parnell.
After a while.
Turbo Man?
After like being asked the 40th time in a day if you have that toy, and it's like, of course we don't have that toy.
Yeah. It's insane. The Mad Dash, it's crazy.
People get angry and aggressive.
He gets angry, and of course, he's trying to buy the toy from somebody, and he sees a lady walking out of the store, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll buy this," and she sells it to him $300 or something like that. And then he doesn't even check it. He gets the toy, and it's not even the right toy, but she gives him his number.
And it's Yeardley Smith who does the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Yep. It's so fantastic. And this like the music in this movie is great. There's like the Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, and it's like he just got duped into buying the wrong toy.
He's unimpressed.
And it's like you hear Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song as he's walking in, destroying a cardboard cutout. It's fantastic, of course. And then the late delivery at the store, and then he backs in, and you broke my little
mirror on the police officer's bike.
And then Sinbad, because he's already encountered Sinbad at the store.
Oh my goodness.
Sinbad goes driving by, says, Was there a problem, officer?
He's always so delighted when they Howard gets held up.
It's so crazy. And of course, they go to another store, and it's the Turbo Man raffle. And it's like, they're on the megaphones, and it's like, all right, you each gonna get a ball. And it's not even guaranteed to even get a Turbo.
It's a chance.
It's a chance.
Yes.
And like, one of the balls gets loose. And as I'm watching this movie just recently, he goes and he's chasing after the ball that's, of course, going all over the mall. And it's like, you're chasing after this ball, but it's not even a guarantee that you get the toy.
So he's making the desperate attempt at the possibility.
Yes, it's the possibility of getting it. Oh my gosh.
When he gets into the ball pit and then those mothers come and they're just pelting him with purses because they think he's a creep. They don't think he's some dude chasing
And of course
ball.
the elf shows up and shows them the picture of the Turbo Man.
And it's like taken this morning. It's like an abduction photo.
With the newspaper
taken this morning.
The reproof. Oh my gosh. And then they drive to this warehouse where he's going to get the Turbo Man doll. And they're like, all right, what's the password? Jingle Bell Batman Smells. And I just love it. Again, the music here, it's song by Clarence Carter, Backdoor Santa, the warehouse and the music, all the Santas in the workshop.
The naughty Santas, because it's like the illicit warehouse of stuff that fell off a truck kind of thing.
They're all singing, and then he pays for this. It's another $300. It's another $300, and it's like, all right, let me see it. And it's the multilingual version with some assembly. No, don't open it now. Don't open it now.
They don't want him to see that's the wrong one.
Oh, man. And, of course, they have the showdown with the big, of course, the big show.
The big one comes out. It's like the boss in a video game where it's like you have the normal people you're fighting, and then there's the bigger guy. You got to fight the big Santa.
Of course, the little Santa jumps on his back, and the big show punches him, and he flies.
Nunchucks, too.
Nunchucks, his little buddy. Oh, my gosh. And then when the police raid, the guy, it's the Cringe!
As the police are coming in, it's like the word to get out of there.
Oh, my gosh. And it's funny because Myron keeps befriending him.
Yeah, you think that they're like on good terms until there's a possibility of getting the dog in, and then all bets are off. They're not friends anymore.
So funny.
It's like they're physically fighting each other in the diner.
Yep, the draw. It's like I love the music on this because it's like a lot of classic Christmas music, and it's like I'll Be Home for Christmas is
all
playing there, and it's oh my gosh, Ten Son. And like it shows back at home with Jamie and like Ted. Not Ted, the neighbor. He's doing all this stuff, and of course you're getting all these like vibes, like because he's divorced and he's like trying to hook up with all the ladies, the divorced and the married ladies.
He's always putting on the big act of like, look how perfect I am.
And so like Ted's son says like his son's friend, Ted's son says he's never done any stuff like this until him and my mom split up. Because he brings a reindeer there, and it's like, oh my gosh! And so, like, what are we gonna name him? And they name the reindeer Ted.
Right.
But then Jamie goes inside, and he gets a phone call, and it's his dad, and of course Arnold is like, get your mom, and the mom's outside petting the reindeer, and he says, where's your mom? She's petting Ted, and of course Arnold's like,
enraged.
She's petting Ted. Oh! And then we go to the diner, and of course Myron is in there. And they're both in the diner, and we hear about the clubhouse story, and of course Myron is talking about the Johnny 7 OMA, and it's just I love how he's talking about this gun. He's like, man, like I just want to get this Turbo Man doll for my son because my neighbor. He's a CEO. Well, his dad got him a Johnny 7 OMA, and now he's a billionaire.
So it's like the crossroad in his life. His life would have went better had he got that toy.
Yes, and he's like, I'm just a loser. And then it flashes from Myron to Jamie sitting there. That's what Arnold sees. He sees his son.
Terrible life that he's going to have without the Turbo Man doll.
And then he hears that there's a radio broadcast, and they're fighting. We got to get there. And then the diner worker says, it's just 2 blocks down, you guys can run there.
They're scrambling
and they run there, and it's so funny because it's, of course, Sinbad is tossing out mail to lighten his load so he can run there faster. It's so funny. And when they get there, of course, Arnold gets there first, and he's like, all right, I want to win this. And Myron comes in with a package, and he's like, I got a bomb.
He's like, you know how many of these go through the mail?
I got a bomb. And he like somehow fumbles it or whatever, and it hits the ground. It doesn't go off. Of course, it's not a bomb. And the DJ's like, we don't have an actual toy here. We're
like
gonna get you a certificate, and you'll eventually get one. And of course, because they're on the air, and they hear all this, the police get there. And the police are like, all right, we're going to go whatever. And, of course...
It's the same cop with them that was the motorcycle.
And Myron comes out and says, everyone freeze, put your guns down. And if you know, I'll know if you move because I have the ears of a snake. I have the ears of a snake. And it's like, this is a real bomb. And it's like, Arnold says... He really is insane. He's like, I'm sick, I'm insane. And he's like, he is sick, I'm insane. And then, of course, Sinbad runs away, and then they pick up the package.
And the cop, it's the motorcycle cop, he's in disbelief.
He's in disbelief, and it explodes. And, of course...
It's like a Looney Tunes thing.
It's a Looney Tunes
where he's like standing there, like explode, his hands are black, his hair is up in the air.
It's a comical thing, but Sinbad is like already away from there, and he hears the explosion. He's like, that was really a bomb? It's a sick world! It's so funny. And of course, Ted keeps trying to take Howard's place with his family. They show his cut back to him making all this stuff.
He's like trying to make the cookies with her and stuff like that. He tells Howard, another time where he enrages, he tells her that she's in the shower and stuff like that. Yes,
and how, of course, Howard gets home. He remembers hearing Ted.
Those are my cookies!
He remembers hearing the neighbors say that there is a Turbo Man doll under the tree. So he breaks into the house.
Oh, my God.
He breaks into the house. And oh my gosh, it's
the reindeer's
there.
Sets a fire.
Oh my gosh. And then he punches
the reindeer.
Oh my gosh.
Which is a puppet.
And then he's out back, of course.
Feeding it beer.
They're kind of
like they're buddies after a fight. You know what I mean? We can be friends now.
Yeah, that's right. And then, of course, they go to the Christmas parade because that's one of the things that Jamie has done with his mom. It's a tradition. They always go to this Christmas parade. But he says, well, I mean, we go every year, but Dad hasn't been there in however long.
Because he's always a workaholic. He's always at work. He's always dealing with work stuff.
It's just, and so they're there and they're walking around and they're trying to get a good spot because Turbo Man, he's gonna be there. And of course, the friend, Ted's son, is like. Whoever he's like, yeah, the Turbo Man's gonna be here, but he's gonna be last. They always leave the best thing for last. And he's like,
it's the
grandiose parade. And Arnold gets there, and he's like walking around, and he sees, of course, his wife and his neighbor, and then he gets into this warehouse. And when he gets into the warehouse, they think he is the stunt guy.
Yes, because he looks like this big hulking dude. Guy. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And like it's funny because like the guy's like he walks into the warehouse and the producer's like, oh man, like they start undressing him. I'll put this on. And it's like you're the replacement. There was a freak accident, and it's like, but he's beginning to show brain activity because the jetpack exploded.
In fact, they have a real jetpack.
Yes. And so Howard becomes Turbo Man, and Myron, of course, takes over as Dementor, and the two battle it off.
And I love the guy that plays Booster.
Yes.
He's like back there smoking.
Yes, it's so funny. And it's just like they're fighting, and as they're fighting, one of the people like in the minion suits is like, hey, dude, come on. Don't you know the choreography? Oh, my goodness. Don't you know the choreo? And of course, we see the scene, and Jamie finds out that Turbo Man is his dad, and he gets Turbo Man, and then Myron gets arrested.
And we have the whole jetpack scenario where he's flying through the air, and it's some wild CGI at the time, and it's like ridiculous. He's flying all over the city, and then he saves Jamie by catching him, and tells him he'll always be there to rescue him and stuff like that. And it's just and then Myron gets arrested. But then they give him the Turbo Man. They give Myron the Turbo Man.
And of course, Jamie's response is like, I don't need Turbo Man because I got Turbo Man at home. He's my dad. It's so cheesy and great at the same time.
And then his relief is short-lived.
It's very short-lived because it's like, what is it, back at home? And it's like, man, you went through all this trouble to get your son this gift. I can't wait till I see what you got me.
The startle face that it ends on.
And it's just, it's so hilarious.
I can't imagine having to go through stuff like that to get the most popular toy for Christmas or any other occasion. It's like one of those things where it's like, I definitely want to find myself on the end of that. So I guess we could see what it's like. Hey, do you have any?
No.
You don't know what I'm asking?
We don't.
You didn't even let me finish. Do you have
No,
any?
we don't have any tickle me's, we don't have any light years, we don't have any turbos. Psst. Psst. Hey,
Excuse me, are you talking to me?
You looking for a Turbo Man?
Excuse me, what did you say?
Turbo Man.
You got a Turbo Man?
Shh, keep it down. Keep it down. If you want a Turbo Man, then meet me out back.
Okay, so where's this Turbo?
Be cool, man. Be cool. First things first, you a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop.
I don't think that's how it works, but I'm not a cop.
Okay, okay. Check out the goods. I got what everyone wants. I got my Biz Light Ups. I got my Resamir Nastos. I got my Little Ponzi's. And last but not least, I got my Torbu Man.
Isn't it Turbo Man?
Not for copyright purposes, it ain't. This one's better than Turbo Man. This one doesn't have any of that pesky packaging, which is the hardest part about them anyways. Am I right?
I don't know. Timmy asked for a Turbo Man. I'm not sure he's gonna want a Torbu Man.
Nah, man, look at this jetpack action, man. Come on.
Do you think he won't notice it's not a Turbo Man?
Nah, man, kids are dumb. They believe anything you tell them to believe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait. What do you think you're doing? Gotta see the cash first, man. Cash first.
How much?
This ain't cheap, man. $300.
$300? That's 6 times more than a regular one.
I'm sure you can get your jolly somewhere else or you wouldn't be talking to me. $350 since you're running around.
Okay, be cool, be cool. $300 is fine.
Okay, slowly put the cash in my pocket. Take the goods.
Freeze, freaks. City workers, just once. I wish I could take a break. Did not see someone being solicited. They're even doing it on Christmas. Torbu Man. My kid won't know the difference.
Well, again, that was...
Yeah.
I guess that's what it's like.
That didn't work out the way you thought it was gonna, though, did it?
Oh man, this movie is just it makes me grin. It makes me laugh. It's hilarious on different levels, and it's so cheesy. It's so cheesy.
It's over the top.
It's so cheesy, but I love it. It's funny.
As much as I enjoy Arnold in action movies, I think I enjoy him even more in a comedy.
Yes.
Like ever since I watched Kindergarten Cop and
yep, great
Twins
movie, yep,
and
yep.
Last Action Hero, it's like I'm always up for silly Arnold Schwarzenegger because there's just something about him, he's got his way of speaking, you know what I mean, everything, and he's a big hulking guy, so he always brings that to the comedies as well, like how tough he is in the funny movies, and it's like, I think I almost prefer, and I wish that I would see him in more comedies. It's one of those ones where it's just, I always enjoy a good laugh out of Arnold in any movie that he's doing funny stuff in.
Yep, let's talk about our favorite characters, and of course, you were...
I went with Howard Langston because he's ridiculous. He's the protagonist. He's always the one ending up in the scenarios, getting beat up by moms or Santas or mailmen or police officers on him, and it's just always a good run. And I always have to pick Arnold.
I went with Myron Larrabee, the crazy postal worker who is trying to get a gift for his son because he wants him to be a billionaire.
He is great too. The bomb segment is so wonderful.
Oh my gosh, it's just so many. There's so many great lines. Like, I got the ears. Don't make a move because I can hear you. I got the ears of a snake. And just to know that he ad-libbed a lot of those lines. And like, what's cool too is like, whenever he's interacting with Howard, he's of course ad-libbing, but to know that Arnold was able to ad-lib back on some of those lines.
He developed his chops working with Danny DeVito, and I also forgot to mention Junior earlier, but I mean, like, he's been in the scenarios to do some comedy, so he had a little bit under his belt to be able to, maybe not as seasoned as Sinbad at comedy, but he could keep up, you know what I mean?
It's fantastic. I love it. I mean, it's interesting to to think that maybe Joe Pesci would have been in this movie.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been. I think it would have been just as great.
I think it would have
Joe
went well.
Pesci can do both the comedy and the serious kind of movies.
I think of him from Home Alone and
from
the
Home
Super
Alone,
and
yeah,
stuff
the
like that.
Super,
And
oh my gosh,
Home Alone's
great
probably a
for
good
Super,
representation.
yes,
I bet he would have been
great.
similar to his character,
Yep.
just like they said with
All the-
Daniel Stern. He probably would have been a similar character. You know what I mean? Like he would have brought some Pesci-isms to it. I bet too.
Yes.
And I guarantee if they would have cast him, they would have pulled like a Goodfellas joke somewhere into the middle of that if it would have been him.
And of course, let's talk about our favorite actor. We both
picked Sinbad.
Sinbad.
Arnold did a good job, but like Sinbad was more of the unorthodox character.
Man,
So
he
it
was
him.
fantastic.
This basically they had a lot of jokes in the '90s about unhinged mailmen and stuff like that. And it's like
and he played that.
He brought a mania to the mailman that was pretty fun.
All right, let's talk about some of the props.
Yeah, we as you'll see our Jeff Goldblum posed Torbu man that we have here, and
man.
I didn't mispronounce that. If you recollect,
Torbu.
he's the non-official version over here, the international version, we'll say,
The multilingual version.
And then if you couldn't pick him up in the back alley dealings that you also have your knockoff Tickle Me Elmo,
the Tickle Me Honesta.
Yeah, you have your knockoff My Little Pony, the My Little Ponzi, and you have your knockoff
Buzz Lightyear. Biz Lightyear.
Oh, Biz Lightyear. I had the unfortunate, like I said, experience of being out there when these were the popular ones. But this one, these are just toys that we featured in the segment, for the knockoff toy segment. But then we have the actual one that my wife Amy made for us.
Such a great
printed
remake.
and painted for us, and our cameraman Christian was so kind for us to pose him well for our prop segment, and take it all in.
Take it all in, Jeff Goldblum style. Oh man! Of course, we have some other things here.
We have our sign. We always enjoy the signs, and this is a cool looking one. It's got the Christmas style to it, and we have our VHS tape version of it, which is in the giant clamshell. I'll be honest, I don't really miss these. They're not really great for the shelf. They don't fit with anything else.
No.
It's like Disney and a lot of the other ones back then. They'd throw them in these giant clamshells, which can be annoying sometimes, but they have a cool look to them. We have the DVD, and then we of course have the Blu-ray here. They don't have a 4K of it yet, but they have it available on multiple other formats. And
of course we decorated a little bit on the set, and we got a couple Christmas trees.
And I don't know if you noticed that or not there, Josh, but there might be a little something special.
Oh, it actually has my name on it.
That's your name on
you
it.
put something in it for me.
did.
Oh, this is
I noticed
so nice.
Previous episodes you managed to pop your shoes off frequently, and I can't help but notice that your big toes sticking out. And I was like, maybe it's time for Josh to get a few new socks.
Man,
and
you got me.
Let's cover up them piggies. You know what I mean? You got to keep those footers warm. And
oh man, I did get you something.
You did?
But look, Dementor's over there.
What? Where?
I don't know. I mean, I thought I saw him. But I got you the DVD of the movie that we were talking about. Just now,
man,
Jingle All The
awesome!
Way. So now you have a copy to watch.
Great,
at home.
terrific! That was really thoughtful of you to think of getting this
I'm
for
always
me.
thinking of you, Carey.
Man,
always thinking
awesome!
of you.
Thank you. It's not the Blu-ray, but I guess it'll do.
It'll do. I'll get you the one when it comes out on 4K.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for watching another episode of a Now Our Feature presentation where we love to do all these shenanigans. And
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I hope you enjoy the season. And till next time.
Yep, I'm Josh Sanchez, and
I'm
this is
Carey Williams.
We love to watch these 80s and 90s movies, and
we love to live them out for you.
And thanks for watching.
Till next time.